Hey, this is Bradley with Blue Cord, and I did a thing yesterday. I think I have about 20 different attachments in the shop right now, and I got rid of one in order to make space for this one. So when it first came out, I got the Power Bucket with Grapple. That was the only option Ventrac had to be able to go in, grab stuff, and pick it up. And as great as it was, it had some limitations. That's why I had two buckets. Taking the grapple off is not the most convenient thing, so I kept the secondary bucket just so I could scoop things up, because sometimes the grapple would get in the way when you curl the bucket all the way forward. I made it work, it was okay, and the Power Bucket is a stronger, improved design over the old style slip scoop, which I still have. However, Ventrac's Power Grapple, the HE200, has a wider throat, and this thing would be super versatile. As you may have seen in some of my other videos, when I'm performing a grading job over existing turf, it tears out some of that turf and creates mounds and mounds of sod grass material, much like you would get when you bag your grass with a little soil mixed in. So with this design, I think I would be able to much more easily drive into those huge piles of sod and cart them off. I had considered the landscape rake for the same task, but the problem is you could drag material, but you can't lift it. And I've had a lot of situations where I don't want to drag material and I actually have to lift it to get past certain obstacles on customers' properties. To get my parade wave going here, I have to wave to everybody. I don't want to seem like that guy, you know. I want to be as friendly and approachable as possible. Is it raining again? Come on! This is ridiculous. It was supposed to stop. Oh, the rain this year, the timing has been the worst. Oh man. Anyway, I did beat the rain home last night. I did a grading job for a friend of mine that's not too far away from Jim Hutchins' place at J&R Sheds, which is where I bought this and many of my other attachments. He's been amazing to work with, and when I'm close to Maryland, which I am living here, I'm just a few minutes from Maryland, it's convenient. It really is. So I loaded up the Power Bucket with Grapple on the trailer yesterday morning, headed down to my friend's place, knowing that I was going to work a deal out with Jim. I was going to find a way, you know, to make it happen. So from the factory, the Power Grapple comes with this bar, and it connects these two, which can operate independently but on the same hydraulic line, meaning that they can clamp independently. So if you got a big thing over here and something smaller over here, they're just gonna keep squeezing until they can't go anymore. And I kind of like that. So just with two simple bolts, it appears, I'm gonna slide this piece out so I can get these things to operate independently. Ooh. Okay, that's tight, man. Wow. Holy smokes, I'm afraid I'm gonna break this. Ooh. I'm putting a lot of force on this. I believe these are 5/16, 18s. Any more than that, I'd be afraid I'd twist the thing apart. And these are serrated flange, which is nice, but they kind of damage the finish. So these really aren't meant for installing, uninstalling, and reinstalling again. Oh, that breeze feels good. It just got really warm and humid today after that thunderstorm, series of thunderstorms we had throughout the night. Alright, this should just slide right out. Yep, look at that. Now these will work individually, and they'll be able to clamp down as far as the material in there will allow. I like that. Do my girls always have to try to steal the show? Oh, who's here? Oh, my girls. Oh, my goodness. You girls are so beautiful. This is a pretty cool attachment. I can't wait to test it out. In fact, I'm gonna be using it on something a little unconventional as early as this weekend. The job itself is unconventional. It's for a great customer. I've done several jobs for her in the past, and we were walking around in her old barn. It was built in 1825. And there's an original staircase in there that the wood is still in good condition, but it's kind of come loose from its anchor points from the main floor to the second floor. And I looked at that, and I had a really old barn when I lived in northern Maine on my farm estate. And so I'm used to dealing with the old barn boards and timbers and things like that. And I told her, I said, well, if this were my barn, this is what I would do, and this is how I'd fix the stairs. And she says to me, can you quote me on that? I said, absolutely. I said, I don't advertise this sort of stuff, but I've done a lot of woodworking like this in the past, and this is gonna be a fun job. So it's going to require a few timbers, and closest I can park to the house, their driveway is really narrow and windy, and it's just really not practical for me to try to back all the way down to the house and to the barn. So I'm going to load up all the timber on the trailer, and I really didn't feel like carrying it one piece at a time. Oh, believe me, I don't feel like doing that. And I would have used the power bucket with grapple, but this is so much better suited for the job. So I'm going to be using this to carry all the timbers down there, and then just start doing all the woodworking stuff and putting everything together. So this will make life for me a lot easier. Really excited about this. And any of those big grass clump mounds that I get in any future grading projects, I'll be able to more easily pick them up instead of dismounting and trying to shovel it into the regular bucket. No thanks. This is the way to go. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, I put a lot of time and effort into recording these. I would really appreciate if you took the time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I have so many awesome Ventrac videos, over 300, and it's greatly appreciated. So thanks so much. I'll see you in the next episode.